Welcome back to another episode of Hoof Talk. This week we're going to be diving in to a couple of the questions that were on last week's routine trim video. I posed a question in that, so let's find out if any of you got the right answer. Let's get into this video. So, last week I asked you guys the following question. What percent of cows do you think I see with nothing wrong with them? How many cows do you think we're going to be trimming? How many do we do a year? Let us know. So the answer was about 95% of the cows we trim have nothing wrong with them. And shout out to J Wall 6006 for actually getting that right. I'm pretty impressed. Now, maybe we send you a hat as a congratulations. What do you guys think? We've got hats, we've got loads of different things we could send. To be fair, I was planning on doing a giveaway. We've been at a show, but yeah, ping me a DM on Instagram if you want a hat. It's not really summer hat, it's not really winter hat weather, but ping me a DM. But yeah, so 95% of what we see have no issues at all. We are trimming upwards of the 25,000 mark per year, pushing that 30k a year. 95% is pretty good. That is, 100,000 hooves. 95,000 of those hooves have absolutely nothing wrong with them. You're then looking at probably 50% of that have bruises, 25% of that has dermatitis, and then you're looking at the white lines which come from tanning, those various other little issues, but you're looking at sub 1% have anything serious. So yeah, out of 25,000 cows, 100,000 feet, sub 1%, 1,000 feet, potentially an absolute max, has an issue. It could be better, but it could be a lot worse. So yeah, that answers the question, hopefully in a good bit of detail. Right, question 2. So this is a bit of a challenging one to answer because no, I don't think there's anything that can't be healed. We can heal the external side of it, but once the damage is done to the pedal bones, which are the 3 bones inside the hoof, there is nothing we can do. They get ridges on them. And then when they step, cows have the bones, they have a fatty pad underneath, and then they have the corium and the hoof horn and everything like that. Once the damage is done to the pedal bone, there is nothing we can do. We have to maintain that cow for the rest of her life. Now, if a cow has an issue that is expensive to treat, i.e. say necrotic toe, which we may see 20 necrotic toes a year. Necrotic toes come from bad trimming. They do. They come from cows being trimmed too tight, cows being over trimmed. Issues like that come from poor quality trimming or knocking into stuff. So I have one farm where cows go up a little step like this, and when they go up it, they have that. They can potentially do that. Now when they do that, they stub their toe, they damage it internally. So we have one farm where we see a lot of necrotic toes because there was a little step. It's taken us 2 years to work out where they were coming from. But other than that, they are the one thing that is incredibly challenging to heal up. And sometimes it's just not financially viable. There is an increase. Well, what do you guys think would make them unfinancially viable? Like, what would be the cost? So let me do a couple. Low milk yield, increased in days in milk, i.e. they take longer to get in calf. All of that is a knock-on effect to the farmer, plus my bills. Is it worth keeping them? That's what farmers have to decide. So nothing is impossible to heal up, but are they financially viable to heal up? Sorry for the brutal honesty. That's the question. That's what we've got to know. Is it financially viable? That's the farmer's choice. So yeah, everything can be healed, but not everything gets the chance to heal because of that issue. Right, let's go. Next question. Did I go to school to do this? Technically no, but I've done 2 different courses. So I've done a 5-day and a 4-day. The 4-day has now been changed in the UK, but it is the Dutch diploma, which is the standard worldwide practice really, but definitely in Europe. And then in the last sort of 3 to 4 years, I've done the level 4 method. You'll see when I do a routine trim, we leave a wide model. That is the level 4. It's wide model. It's reducing the pressures on the bones. It's a little bit more technical. So you'll sort of probably notice that myself, Graham Parker, we trim pretty similar on the routine trims. That is because we've both done the exact same training on the routine. Then you get to lameness trimming, which no one ever trains you for. Lameness trimming, you just kind of have to learn it yourself. But yeah, so training wise, I've not gone to school, but I have done school type courses. Can we make a good living? Yes and no. I mean, it depends on how many cows you're wanting to do and how hard you want to work, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of money tied up in gear. You can sort of see I've got a KVK that Will's got at the minute. I've got my Appleton that is not a cheap machine, and then back there is my HDL. So we obviously need trucks to tow it. Everything's expensive. You know, you just go into the cupboard and it's like, oh, a tube of glue is 15-20 pounds. A block is costing us 50p to £1, and that's just for these cheap blocks, you know. A knife is 20 quid. So everything adds up. Then you go into your sort of your cut-proof stuff, your bandages, your batteries, your grinders. You know, I'm not getting any change for a disc. It's £300, you know. So nothing is cheap, but yes, there is a good living to be made if you're prepared to work for it and if you do a good enough job. But it's very easy to make a mistake and get a bad name for yourself. So getting qualified, you can't quite see that. But yeah, getting qualified, keeping up with your standard setting is massively important. And that is it for this week's Hoof Talk video, episode 4. Now, if you want to see a link to the most recent video, click up here, a little link for the most recent video. And we will catch you guys on next week's video. Thank you all for watching. Keep the questions coming because I'm actually quite enjoying answering them. It makes it a little bit easier for me to get to know you guys a little bit more and get to know what you want. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Cheers, guys.